Okay, I'm going to quickly go through the potato chip story. I don't know if you remember, but we did this on one of your benchmarks already. You don't have the benchmark, so it's good to practice again. But I just want to go through these answers, see if you remembered them or if you got different ones this time. So for 19, what change, if any, should have been made to sentence 3? Remember, the answer to this one was B. Insert a comma after George Crumb, because we have to frame people's names. So if we delete the comma after chef, the chef, George Crumb, then that wouldn't fit. No change, no, we know we don't like that one. And then C was change potatoes to potatoes, nothing belongs to them. 20, what change should be made to sentence 5? That was a spelling error. Let's look at 21, 22. What is the most effective revision to make to sentence 12? When I went over this before, we talked about when you read these out loud, C is the only one that makes sense when read out loud. When she invented the wax paper bag, Miss Scudder had women take home sheets of wax paper nightly. Remember that in front of all of these, inventing the wax paper bag, something is missing. We needed the word when. 22, what is the most effective way to combine sentences 4 and 5? It was D. Because he salted them excessively when they finished cooking, Crumb was certain this would infuriate and disgust the complainer. 22 did not work because due to an excessive salt, Crumb was certain he would infuriate and disgust the complainer. This takes out too much. So it can't be A. B is Crumb salted them excessively and when they finished cooking and was sure this would infuriate and disgust the complainer. This is a stringy sentence. If you remember back when we did those, it's too long. There's too much going on here. We need it broken up. C said, in order to infuriate and disgust the complainer, Crumb salting them would accept them excessively when they finished cooking. This sentence is in the wrong order. It would need to be flipped. This half in the front. So D is our best choice. Okay, then 23 and 24. Remember, 23 was one of the hardest ones when we did this on your benchmark. The answer was later, because remember this was about dates. Because if you look back, we were talking about by 1921, and then in 1926, why did she decide to open up this chip factory? Well, her chip factory was already there, but she started tackling the problem later, so it was just later. That's why it wasn't meanwhile, because it's not the same time, even though it would imply the same year. And as a result would mean she opened her chip factory because of this, but that's not true. This just shows later on this thing happened. Last one, 24, what change should be made to sentence 15? We had replaced the comma after fresh with a semicolon because we know we can't just put a comma between two complete sentences. Grocers, nothing belongs to them. Then is the correct one, and we did need a change.